Good morning and welcome to your latest weather update from the Met Office. Cold, frosty and foggy across the far north, but it will be cloudier and still a touch breezy across the south. So we have an area of high pressure, and underneath the centre of this high pressure seeing quite cool and frosty conditions, but slightly cloudier around the outskirts of that, and that high pressure will begin to build as we head later on through the week, giving a calmer picture to end the week. Back to this morning though, so underneath the centre of that high pressure, cold with clear skies and light winds for Northern Ireland and parts of Scotland as well. Widespread frost and also some fog patches here to take some time to clear as we head through this morning. Rain moving into the Northern Isles as we head into the afternoon, and still a cloudy picture for much of England and Wales as we head through the afternoon. So we'll start to see the influence of that high pressure winds generally easing down, but down the Pennines it still will be particularly gusty here, and also parts of South Wales still particularly gusty with the odd sunnier patch. Generally showers will be much less frequent through today, but parts of Kent still could see a fairly damp afternoon. Temperatures at best in the single figures, around 6 to 8 degrees across the south, but for Northern Ireland and for parts of Scotland with those clear skies could be still staying in the low single figures, and some spots barely making it above freezing as well. Here we could still see some lingering fog patches as we head in towards the afternoon, so that is another point to be aware of. And as we head across the afternoon, it is still going to be a fairly damp picture for the Northern Isles as well. Heading through Tuesday evening then, so that rain continuing to linger across the Northern Isles, cold with clear skies and light winds again for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Further frost and freezing fog forming in these places. Elsewhere, a fairly cloudy picture, winds slowly steadily easing with a few showers around, but generally a largely cloudy picture to start the day on Wednesday. Temperatures around 4 or 5 degrees for much of England and Wales, but it will be still cooler for Northern Ireland and Scotland, widely into the freezing. And again, particularly for western and southwestern parts of Northern Ireland and the central belt and southern Scotland, could see fairly dense fog to start the day on Wednesday, and some of this could again linger in towards the afternoon. A touch milder across the Northern Isles underneath that wind and rain, and less in the way of any frost here. Heading through Wednesday morning then, so a fairly damp day for the Northern Isles, particularly Shetland. Orkney does see some improvements later on, but cold and clear for Scotland, Northern Ireland, and staying fairly cloudy for much of England. There will be a few brighter spells developing, particularly around central England as we head into the afternoon, but there is still a feed of showers affecting the far south of England, and there still will be a fair breeze along that south coast as well. Temperatures around 6 to 8 degrees, but for Northern Ireland and again parts of Scotland at best scraping into the low single figures, and as again, we could see some of that fog lasting into the afternoon, and some rural spots could remain freezing into the afternoon as well. We do start to see things clearing up for the Northern Isles though later on, and start to see a bit of a brighter afternoon. Heading through this evening then, this area of rain does start to move back in as we head in towards Thursday morning. So if you want to check out what Thursday has in store, do keep an eye on our YouTube channel.